Alright, what is up, you guys? I just finished watching Touring After the Apocalypse. And personally, was one of my bigger disappointments of the season. Let's talk about it. So, Touring After the Apocalypse basically follows Yoko and Irie, two girls who are touring after the apocalypse. For the most part, throughout the story, they're kind of following a trail that their sister left in terms of like posts on social media, places she'd been before the end of the world. And that's really it. There's not a whole lot more to say about it. It's very slice of life. It's very cute girls doing cute things, which is all stuff that I typically would like. But for whatever reason, this series just completely missed the mark for me. I don't know exactly what it was or what the formula was here that turned me off of the series. It was one that I kind of went into excited about because I like things like Super Cub and Eurocamp and Nanan Biori. These are all kind of things that I got this would be similar vibes to, and it never really hit that same way. A reoccurring theme that you'll notice about me is I'm pretty big on characters, and I think that is one of the main points where this series completely missed the mark for me. I think Yoko and Irie are two very bland and honestly, quite frankly, boring characters. And throughout the entire series, there's not really any other characters. It's these two girls just traveling, kind of doing whatever they want to do. Mind you, they do have a couple run-ins with like AI personalities throughout the series, but never anything to really write home or consider like a mainstay in the story. And while I am sitting here saying that I found the series to be relatively boring, it doesn't mean there weren't good episodes. I did enjoy the episode where they're traveling through storms. I enjoyed the radio station episode. There was another episode where they met like an AI robot type guy who was not originally a robot. Long story short, and it was actually quite like a touching story about him. Like I said, for the very vast majority of the series, it was unremarkable. And again, I think, as I mentioned early on, this is kind of disappointing because I really expected to like this one. This was a series that I'd heard the name of and looked at purchasing the manga back when I was buying a lot of manga, and I was excited to watch it. I was hoping it would be something that would be a nice change of pace series, kind of like My Awkward Senpai was. And honestly, it really was the furthest thing from that. A lot of days where I was trying to catch up on like my backlog from the season because I had other things going on or was busy, I would get to the point where this was one of the next shows on my list to watch because I would just go down the list and I would run out of steam because I just did not have any excitement to watch the next episode of this. And I'm sure that will leave some people questioning, why didn't you drop it? Why'd you keep watching it? I have a really big bugaboo about dropping anime. And even with like my issues with this, I don't consider it to be one of the worst animes I've ever seen. It just wasn't anything to write home about for me personally. And really with a series kind of like this, I think you make your money on your characters. And for me, like I said, I did not feel any attachment or enjoyment in watching these characters. I think one of my biggest issues with the characters is just that there wasn't a lot of backstory or any type of world building around them. You knew about Yoko's sister, but that was really it. You didn't know a whole ton about her life prior to the apocalypse. And like I said, they kind of were aimless. It was just traveling around and collecting these stamps in this mobile app and following in your sister's travel path. And it felt very boring to me. And like I said, I guarantee there will be people that will question this because of the fact that I do like series that have a lot of pointlessness to them. But I think that pointlessness is okay if I can find the characters enjoyable or relatable in some way. And I just felt like everything combined, it all missed the mark for me personally. And I know there will be some people that enjoy it, and I don't mean to be down on a series that you enjoy. It's just me giving my 2 cents on it because this is how I felt throughout the season watching this. As far as the rating goes, I'm giving it a 49. I know that's pretty below like the mean score that people are giving it. And like I said, I get that this is possibly a little bit harsh, but I feel like I tend to rate things a little bit lower when they just are not hitting at all with me. I don't think I was ever close to dropping it, as that, like I said, I reserve dropping for stuff that is just so boring that I can't stand watching it any longer. And I would say it is not correct for me to say it is the biggest disappointment of the season, because there is one sole anime that I have on my list for that. There's actually two entirely this season that I would say are more disappointing than this. Very slice of life, like I said, very cute girls doing cute things. If you enjoy that kind of stuff, maybe I'm the odd one here. If you enjoyed Super Cub, if you enjoy Yuru Camp, it might be something for you to check out. You might find some level of enjoyment in it. It just, for me, the characters were such a, I think, letdown in terms of this story that I just never found any real attachment to any parts of it. And now that I've said my piece, I think go ahead and wrap this review up. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.